Good evening, everyone. I call this meeting to order and the Committee of the Whole meeting to order at 6 p.m. in Council Chambers. Roll call, please.
Alderperson Murphy.
Present.
Macias.
Present.
Razak.
Present.
Timian.
Present.
Finch.
Present.
McNeil.
Present.
Castro.
Present.
Schmidt.
Present.
All right, we have no remote electronic attendance needed. Is there public comment this evening, Chief?
Yes, Jim.
All right. You have 3 minutes. Chief keeps track of the time
All
there.
right, I've been practicing, so. Good evening, members of the City Council. My name is James Mountain. I am the trustee for the Village of Coal Valley. I wanted to express my deep disappointment with obtaining retail water pricing from Moline. The primary reason we were seeking the retail option as opposed to a wholesale is to avoid bearing the cost of overage due to leaks, breaks, and fire hydrant flushes. This would enable us to create a more accurate budget model for our expenses. Additionally, we would like to explore the possibility of a retail option for our sewer services. In November, I reached out to your Director of Utilities to request retail water pricing. He provided background information, particularly regarding our village's 2017 attempt to secure Moline water. However, the presentation was complex, and Coal Valley decided not to proceed. Since then, I've followed up, making every attempt to understand and obtain updated retail pricing. To help offset the cost, Coal Valley was willing to do several key responsibilities: connecting and disconnecting residents' water, billing, serving as a first line of defense for any kind of calls, handling mass communications for outages and boil orders, flushing hydrants, gathering water samples, and assisting in locating water main breaks. We met in Coal Valley with several Moline utility workers to discuss this further. After multiple follow-ups, I was directed to reach out to your city administrator, who emphasized a need for clarity and precision. Our village president, city administrator, and I then came to Moline for a meeting to discuss the project further. At the end of the meeting, I was assured that a detailed write-up of the retail pricing option would be provided within 2 to 3 weeks. Despite inquiries, I was eventually informed that a wholesale option was the only option that Moline was willing to provide. In conclusion, I am disappointed by the wasted time and lack of communication throughout this process. However, I remain open to further discussion if there's a willingness to reconsider the retail option. We require 300,000 gallons of water per day, while Moline produces approximately 8 million gallons of excess water each day. I firmly believe that a retail option would be mutually beneficial and also hold great potential for our communities. Thank you for your time and consideration. I appreciate the opportunity to bring this important matter to your attention.
Thank you. Anyone else, Chief? All right. Thank you. I don't believe there are any questions on the agenda. We don't have any updates. So we move to our Committee of the Whole agenda items. Number 6.1, a resolution authorizing the Chief of Police on behalf of the City of Moline to execute a police canine sale of animal and waiver of a liability agreement transferring ownership of Police Canine Annie to a Belgian Malinois from the City of Moline to Officer Eric Schultz, her handler. Chief.
Pretty straightforward. The Canine Annie has reached the end of her service life, and her duty to the City of Moline served since 2017. So just shy of about 7 years of service, which is pretty common for particularly Belgian Malinois or German Shepherd in police work. She suffered 2 ACL injuries. She's currently resting at home after an ACL, her second ACL repair. It's just really hard to do those duties, all the jumping and things that the canines do after that second tear, especially at her age. State law allows us to retire the dog by offering it first to the current handler, and Eric has agreed to take Annie on as in essence a household pet in her retirement. And so that's the resolution in front of you. As in exchange for $1, he will become the owner and release the city of liability.
Thank you.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All right, motion by Timian, seconded by Castro. Discussion? Hearing none. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? That motion passes. 6.2, a resolution authorizing the mayor to execute an intergovernmental grant agreement between the City of Moline and the Illinois Department of Human Services, setting the terms of acceptance of a grant award to the police department for the amount of $8,427. Mr. Vitas or Mr.
Well, I'll take care of it. Basically, on an annual basis, we enter into an agreement with the Illinois Department of Human Services, specifically as a grant award for retail enforcement of tobacco compliance with local retailers. So this is just a recurring annual grant. We're recommending approval.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion by Finch, seconded by Castro. Discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. 6.3, a resolution authorizing the mayor and city clerk to execute and attest to a contract with Capital Painting and Decorating, Inc. for the Moline Police Department painting project for the amount of $199,730,000. Hello, Mr. Schmidt.
Hello, good evening. This one's pretty straightforward as well. After public bid, we are recommending to enter an agreement with Capital Painting and Decorating for the Police Department interior painting project.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion by Finch, seconded by Schmidt. Discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? That motion passes. Our informational is 7.1, August 2024 Status and Information Report. Mr. Vitas.
Yes, we are moving in record time, so I'm going to try and stick to that tonight. Just some brief highlights to point out, Mayor and Council. Engineering has completed the culvert replacement on 15th Street as well as the ditch restoration, long overdue. Human Resource continues to bring new talent on board into the organization. In addition to that, training. If there's one thing I've noticed ever since we expanded the Human Resource function, is that we've seen more workplace training taking place, which is really, really great. Moline U is something that was started between the director and the assistant director, and that is coming up as well. Our project over at the library, if you haven't been by, is actually progressing. It's starting to show results, so you can start to see the pathway. You can start to see where the pavilion is going to be placed. So that's moving on schedule, on time, and Centennial Contractors is doing a great job on that. And that's based on feedback from our library director. And aside from that, you did approve the clarifiers for South Slope, and they've already been installed. So things are on track and moving forward.
Thank you. Comments and questions from the council? I just noted a couple things this time. I'm sad that, on one hand, that the MKSK updates for us are delayed, right?
Yes, they are. They are delayed for 3 reasons, and just
Yeah.
so council's aware of it, we did put the brakes on MKSK to stop the incursion of additional costs because there was potential for cost overrun, and understandably so with all of the work they're doing. There are 3 issues going on. One is there is a structural engineering analysis that's being done of the tower. And while that's being done, the outcome of that is going to tell us whether it's structurally sound and it remains, or it's not structurally sound and it's removed. And if it is to be removed, then we need to make sure that that becomes part of the MKSK plan. We are in the process of doing a traffic analysis specifically for access to the north and south properties. The north properties we now own in entirety. The quitclaim deeds for those have been recorded, so we now own everything to the north. The Group 2 property, which is the $168,000 parcel that John Deere and Company did not want, has the access restrictions on it as well. So that's part of that study. Whether we can get that will determine whether or not I recommend that you acquire it or you don't acquire it. We have authorization to acquire, but without access, why would we? So we're waiting for that study, and then the work that New Ventures Advisors is doing is still proceeding on schedule, and that will be done in October. So we're hoping to wrap up these studies and these analyses so that we can better inform MKSK and then end up with a better final result in terms of the plans.
Right, thank you for all of that detail. I wanted to say, yes, while I'm, sad that it's delayed, I think this is a smart reason to delay so we don't start making decisions on something with incomplete information or
Correct.
Ill-informed.
Correct.
So thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Also was very encouraged to reread that MetroNet sees their installation complete by the fall of 2024. That's amazing. And I just wanted to say another thank you to Public Works for the debris cleanup in July. I don't know that you could have done it any faster, but it really seemed to just click right along. So thank you very much for all of that from the storms in mid-July. Anything further from the council on this item? Hearing none, thank you. We will close out that committee of the whole and call our regular council meeting to order. Pledge of allegiance, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, do you have an invocation, Mr. Rozak?
No, thanks.
Okay, roll call, please.
Alderperson Murphy.
Present.
Macias.
Present.
Razak.
Present.
Timian.
Present.
Finch.
Present.
McNeil.
Present.
Castro.
Present.
Schmidt.
Present.
Your Honor, I request the approval of Committee of the Whole and Council meeting minutes of July 23, 2024, and consent agenda items 13.1 through 13.3 inclusively.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion by Finch, seconded by Razak. Roll call, please.
Alderperson Razak.
Aye.
Timian.
Aye.
Finch.
Aye.
McNeil.
Aye.
Castro. Schmidt.
Aye.
Murphy.
Aye.
Macias.
Aye.
Non-consent agenda, second reading ordinances. Item number 15.1, an ordinance approving the vacation of certain public rights-of-way, part of a public alley in Block 2 of East Moline, in addition to the city of Moline, and part of 50th Street south of 2nd Avenue for flood mitigation purposes.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion by Finch, seconded by Mr. Razak.
Razak.
Okay, thank you. Discussion. Oh. Yes. Goodness sake. Order. Hearing none, roll call, please.
Alderperson Razak.
Aye.
Timian.
Aye.
Finch.
Aye.
McNeil.
Aye.
Castro.
Aye.
Schmidt.
Aye.
Murphy.
Aye.
Macias.
Aye.
8 ayes, no nays, and that motion carries. Item number 15.2, an ordinance approving the termination of collateral assignment and an amendment to redevelopment agreement by, between, and among the City of Moline, 5 and 15 Moline Apartments LLC, and Blackhawk Bank and Trust Chase Bank Building.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion by Finch, seconded by Schmidt. Discussion. Hearing none, roll call, please.
Alderperson Razak.
Aye.
Timian.
Aye.
Finch.
Aye.
McNeil.
Aye.
Castro.
Aye.
Schmidt.
Aye.
Murphy.
Aye.
Macias.
Aye.
8 ayes, no nays, and that motion carries. Item number 15.3, an ordinance approving a preliminary final development plan for a planned unit development site and rezoning from B3 Community Business District to B3 PUD for an approximately 11.85 acre tract of land commonly known as 4902-5000 Avenue of the Cities, pin 17-02-300-008.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion by Castro, seconded by Timian. Discussion? Hearing none, roll call, please.
Alderperson Razak.
Aye.
Timian.
Aye.
Finch.
Aye.
McNeil.
Aye.
Castro.
Aye.
Schmidt.
Aye.
Murphy.
Aye.
Macias.
Aye.
8 ayes and no nays, and that motion carries. Non-consent agenda resolutions. Item number 16.1, a resolution approving the quotation from SRS Chrysopholy, Inc. for the purchase of 3 SRS Chrysopholy L Series vertical flood pumps for the amount of $133,485, and authorizing the Director of Utilities to execute any necessary documents related to this work.
Motion
to approve.
Second.
Motion by Schmidt, seconded by Finch. Discussion. All right, hearing, did you want to add
No.
anything?
It's just, this is part of our TIF project.
Yeah. Thank you. Hearing nothing further, roll call, please.
Alderperson Razak.
Aye.
Timian.
Aye.
Finch.
Aye.
McNeil.
Aye.
Castro. Schmidt.
Aye.
Murphy.
Aye.
Macias.
Aye.
8 ayes, no nays, that motion carries. Item number 16.2, a resolution authorizing the mayor and city clerk to execute and attest to a local public agency engineering services agreement for motor fuel tax MFT section number 24-00297-00-ES, Phase 1 Engineering Services for the 16th Avenue and 15th Street intersection reconstruction/carbon reduction project for the amount of $218,750.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion by Finch, seconded by Macias. Discussion. Hearing none, roll call, please.
Alderperson Razak.
Aye.
Timian.
Aye.
Finch.
Aye.
McNeil.
Aye.
Castro.
Aye.
Schmidt.
Aye.
Murphy.
Aye.
Macias.
Aye.
8 ayes, no nays, that motion carries. Item number 16.3, a resolution approving a resolution for maintenance under the Illinois Highway Code for motor fuel tax, MFT, section number 24-00000-00-GM 2024 asphalt project for the amount of $661,482.36.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion by Finch, seconded by Castro. Discussion?
I had Macias
Did you?
first.
Okay, I was going down the line, but it's fine. You can do Macias.
Okay.
Seconded by Macias. Discussion? Hearing none, roll call, please.
Alderperson Razak.
Aye.
Timian.
Aye.
Finch.
Aye.
McNeil.
Aye.
Castro.
Aye.
Schmidt.
Aye.
Murphy.
Aye.
Macias.
Aye.
8 ayes, no nays, that motion carries. Item number 16.4, a resolution authorizing the mayor and city clerk to execute and attest to a contract with Langman Construction, Inc. for motor fuel tax MFT, section 24-00000-00-GM 2024 asphalt project for the amount of $661,482.36.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion by Finch, seconded by Razak. Discussion? Hearing none, roll call, please.
Alderperson Razak.
Aye.
Timian.
Aye.
Finch.
Aye.
McNeil.
Aye.
Castro.
Aye.
Schmidt.
Aye.
Murphy.
Aye.
Macias.
Aye.
8 ayes, no nays, and that motion carries, and that's all I have this evening, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you very much. Just a couple updates. One, I had mentioned to you all that at the bi-state meeting in July, I had asked for their special in-plan programming to take a look at the economic impact of all of the rounds of Deere layoffs, or layoffs at Deere. I've been assured that they'll have that report to us at the August meeting of bi-state. They needed to make sure they had all the right information. So I think that that's very important context for us as we go into budget season, because we know that a significant number of residents in Moline were or are employees, and we need to know how their worlds were impacted. Also, if you didn't see the attached video on one of my recent posts on my mayor page about the visit to the Mayor's Innovation Project, please take a look at that video, because if you ever wondered how a pump track works, and you know that we're looking at a potential pump track or skate park or some variety of that kind of amenity here, it was really wonderful to see in person at this conference I was at, and done really well in a beautiful urban area, but in a wonderful wooded area as well. So I learned quite a bit in Knoxville, Tennessee. It's an amazing city. And I'm looking forward to sharing more of what I brought back from there with staff. I have meetings tomorrow on all of that.
Can't wait.
And then whatever we need to filter to the council, we will do so. And that, there's just a lot going on as usual, so it's odd that our meeting is truncated, but you know that we will have long ones coming shortly, just around the corner with budget season. But also staff is executing many programs and projects that we had already put in motion, so that would explain some of our truncation. That's all from me. Ms. Murphy.
I have nothing.
Mr. Macias.
Nothing, Your Honor. Nothing.
Mr. Timian.
Nothing, Your Honor.
Nothing, Your Honor.
Nothing, Your Honor.
Mr. Schmidt.
Yes, I just wanted to share that I'm very excited to see some of the motion work we're having move forward on some housing projects, including one in the dispatch building that was presented at the PMT earlier this afternoon, especially coming out of the Chambers meeting a week or two ago, where they talked about the site selection process and how critical the need for housing and workforce support is there. I think that it is an issue we have always been kind of jumping at. I'm just excited to see that we can have projects moving forward that are taking a big bite out of that, and hope we can keep looking for opportunities in the future.
Your Honor.
Yes, Mr. Timmy.
I apologize, I forgot something. I wanted to thank the staff for a wonderful touch a truck over the weekend. This was maybe my favorite venue. It was the perfect location right by the river. Great turnout. Saw people from every department there. Kids loved it. Wonderful. I just want to,
Thank you.
I'm a veteran of touch a trucks, and this was a good one.
Yes, yes. And
I've just seen the
along
picture.
those lines, we know what you're a veteran because you have a child.
Correct.
Several of us do. And so does staff, and I have encouraged the clerk and talked with Bob for next year's schedule. Let us all make sure that when we look at the schedule, we don't schedule on Thanksgiving break when the school system also has a break, which we did last year, and we don't schedule the week that school starts because many of us are missing important time with Unpack Your Backpack this evening. And we know that for our staff and for us, it makes us do our job better here when we don't feel like we're always sacrificing every last moment in time of important things. So I just want you to know I'm thinking about that, and I might need your sets of eyes on the calendar when we get around to that kind of thing. And if there are other things you notice that aren't related to school calendars and that I'm not thinking about, please tell us ahead of time, because I think we passed that calendar, in November?
November.
Yeah, so it's coming up. So take a peek at next year's calendar. Okay? Anything further from you or other staff?
Just two things real quick. One thing, in case you haven't seen the announcement yet, on Friday, August 23rd, from 11 till 1 p.m., there'll be a welcome signing and lunch reception at Western Illinois University here in the Quad Cities. And this is to announce the launch of the Quad City Manufacturers Institute that will be located, hopefully, in Moline. That is the plan. It is a joint venture between the Quad Cities Manufacturing Institute, Western Illinois University, the University of Illinois system, as well as Iowa State University. This has been a long time in the making by many, many players through time. And I know that our own Jeff Nelson with Metrolink has been intimately involved in this for quite a few years. So if you see him, tell him thanks, because I think he earned it. So that's the announcement on that. And then I know I circulated this, but just passing along as well, that on August 6th, we were notified by the Office of Local Defense Community Cooperation, which is a part of the Department of Defense in Arlington, Virginia, that the city had been shortlisted for the Defense Community Infrastructure Program grant for the 16th Street Viaduct project. That grant is 100% funded. It is $11,543,471 in federal funding. And we are in the process already of preparing the actual grant application to support the proposal that was approved. And if all goes well in September, we should get the final formal announcement. So really great news, and it really moves the charts for us in terms of our CIP and being able to use those dollars that were at one time thought to be necessary to other necessary infrastructure projects throughout the city. So all good news. And if anybody wants to talk about Mr. Mountain's comments to me, they can do so privately. I was a bit surprised by his presence here tonight. And he's just not happy with our answers. So we'll leave it at that.
Any other staff? No? All right. Any further public comment? Hearing none, and there's no executive session, correct?
Correct.
I need a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn. Second.
Motion by Castro, seconded by Finch. All in favor?
All right.
Any opposed? We're adjourned.